to try to bring her along. It's a lot of dudes, to be to the point, just keep it real, elevate and don't give her the chance. Elevate and now my eyes is elsewhere, baby. I ain't trying to elevate you. I ain't trying to give you that 5,000 so you can go down there to Dr. Miami and get that body right the way that I may want it now, or trying to put you in school so you can get that education, and more so you can grow with me and you can stand on your own in these business meetings and these business dinners with these high value people and things of that nature. A lot of men ain't trying to pour into their woman that way. They just trying to leave her.
Trill,
Now,
come on, man. Come on, Trill. That's not true.
Trill, she's
no,
too
it
busy
is.
supporting his dream. She's busy taking care of the house. She's busy.
So
taking
we're just
care
gonna
of the
support
kids.
terrorism on this channel tonight. No,
y'all
know
again.
she was
can trust her, but I think it's interesting that if the guy starts changing his aspirations or whatever, even if it's not so much monetarily, but maybe, I guess, recognition, then maybe it's a problem. But then you hear women also saying, oh, you're a plumber. Yeah, but you're going to own the business? Are you going to do this? You're going to do that? So it's like, well, which is it? You know what I mean? So it's like, I would think that, well, when I'm married, which I am, I'm here for it all. I don't care what it looks like, whether it's, in just life challenges or whether it's challenges that we choose on our own to evolve and grow. So it's like, it's not going to be just a linear progression. There's gonna be shit, but yeah.
I think this highlights why it's so important to understand what your life plan is or what you can see potentially for yourself in the future. Because from what I'm hearing, it sound like if work or your business goals are that important to someone, then they absolutely have to elevate with you. For me, that's I know it goes back to the conversation that we have where I said like one of the most important things for me was willingness, right? So even if you didn't possess the skills at that time, if you were willing to learn or willing to change with me or willing to do all those things, I could always come back to that and work with you from there. Because I know like you might not have got it right off the bat, but because you're willing to listen, because you're willing to learn, because you're willing to grow, I can always elevate with you. But it goes back to willingness. So I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, no, and that right there is a great point. And any man who's not, because again, it's your job, you the leader, to try to bring her along. It's a lot of dudes, to be to the point, just keep it real, elevate and don't give her the chance. Elevate and now my eyes is elsewhere, baby. I ain't trying to elevate you. I ain't trying to give you that 5,000 so you can go down there to Dr. Miami and get that body right the way that I may want it now, or trying to put you in school so you can get that education, and more so you can grow with me and you can stand on your own in these business meetings and these business dinners with these high value people and things of that nature. A lot of men ain't trying to pour into their woman that way. They just trying to leave her.
Trill, come on, man. Come on, Trill. That's not true.
Trill, she's
no,
too
it
busy
is.
supporting his dream. She's busy taking care of the house. She's busy.
So we're just gonna support terrorism on this channel tonight. No,
y'all know. Again, I got
y'all know a majority of
I gotta call it like I see it because
I know.
Because I have seen that. I have a dude just move around just based on looks. When again, you can spend that money and get your girl looking how these women that you know what I'm saying, aspire or you think is a 10 or whatever, you can spend that 5, that 10 bands, she go get her teeth done, go get her body looking right, and then you'll be good. But a lot of dudes don't want to do that. They'd just rather go out there and get the woman who already look like that. That's just real. Now, don't get me wrong. That's not saying you're gonna lead a relationship.
Okay, all right. That's my only part.
So yeah, I'm like,
all right. We in agreement. We typically don't lead.
We gotta understand. We have to understand that, especially in the realm of men, it's actually different for women. A man's advancement is directly tied to his family's advancement. All right. Anytime a man level up, his entire family's gonna level up with him. What we're seeing is actually when a woman level up is fuck everybody. I'm gonna start acting different.
She gonna say bye-bye.
Exactly. I'm gonna start acting different, nigga. I ain't washing the dishes. Now what? But I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean she don't want? Wait, what do you mean like a woman level up and she don't want to start?
Taylor, you know exactly what I mean.
You gotta give me an example. What do you
All
mean?
right, let me qualify it. Is a man allowed to control a woman with money? Is it frowned upon?
Control
for him to level up in life and just start making ridiculous demands of his wife and ignoring her, start acting different, going out with different women, all this type of stuff. It's frowned upon for a man to do that. But what we're noticing in society is that when women level up, it's like, I don't do nothing no more. I don't want to listen. I don't want to acquiesce to your demands. I don't want to negotiate anything. Or I'm sorry, I do want to negotiate or renegotiate every gender role we've ever had. That is what we are seeing now in this level
Wait,
up.
level up with money or level up with her looks? Like, which one are we talking about?
No, money. I'm talking about money.
Okay, so she makes more money. She also
Wants to
Let's put it like this.
renegotiate gender
Let's
roles.
put it like this. When you met that man, you was making 40,000. He was making 60. You done been working your job about 5 years or so. You get a promotion. Now instead of that 40 you making 100, 110. He's still at 60. So what Trigger Mike is saying is that most women, even though when you got into the relationship, you had the utmost respect for this man. He was a stand-up guy, this, that, and the third. A lot of qualities you like, and very key, he was making more money than you. So you felt more comfortable following his lead, following his direction, things of that nature. But again, we done been in this thing 5 years. You still at 60. I'm at 110 now, and you ain't really showing no signs of elevation. What Trigger Mike's saying is that most women in that situation. Now that there are some exceptions, salute to all 7 of those women on earth. But what I'm saying is this. Most women in that situation, now that I'm making this 110 and 2 years then passed and you still at 60 and I'm elevating and elevating and elevating, she gonna lose more and more and more respect for that man.
I got something to say with that.
I'm gonna go after you.
I actually been in a situation where I was making a certain amount of money and then I got like a huge pay raise. And what y'all don't talk about is how men be jealous of you and jealous of you making more money than them.
That I actually agree.
I'm saying
go ahead.
if your job all of a sudden start paying you like so much money and it's making more than him, and you coming in like, yeah, babe, then he's like, oh, that's good, that's cool. Then he start moving different, moving weird.
Hey, I think that's pretty natural. I think that's a pretty natural response.
That doesn't make you.
Well, hold on. I think that's a pretty. Well, I'm on your side. I'm not gonna negate what you're saying. I think it's pretty natural for a man to be like, damn, that's crazy, right? Because it not only happens with your friends, so it's gonna happen with your woman. In fact, you might even feel that worse in your own home. But what I can say is that if you have to find a way to be secure, because on the woman's front, let me give you a quick story. Hopefully they're not watching because it's personal. You're not going to out earn your man throughout the entirety of y'all relationship. Women need to kind of realize that, just because the longevity that men work and we don't stop, we don't take breaks. So what go on and so forth. So it was close to that 40-60 thing that Trill was talking about. And ladies, stop talking to your friends because your friends pillow talk to their husbands. This is how I know all this. I'm just letting y'all know. All right. So Shorty gets a big old
and then
raise.
you tell us.
She gets and then I come on here and I tell y'all, okay? So she goes to get the big old raise from Facebook. Inflated. The inflated job title, inflated salary. I think he's making like 65. He making 65. She making like 135. She start acting different. He's talking to me and I'm acting like I don't know. Like my wife didn't already tell me. So what? She tripping, dog. Now she making all these demands on where I gotta be. Whoop de whoop. They go like this for 2 years. What did Facebook just do to 20,000 a day workers? They fired them. She got fired. Now they're in the middle of divorce. Now she's trying to cancel that. That's why women got to be careful.
Nah, that's
women
a
have to be
one-case
careful
scenario.
Huh? No, I'm just saying women have to be careful with this because she changed her behavior as soon as she leveled up. If that was him that got 135, it would have just involved in more resources for the family, more activities for the kids. But the first thing she did was try to renegotiate gender roles. I think that says a lot.
So
After Marcus, I'll go after Marcus.
So I know a couple people whose wives have like elevated. One became a doctor, one became a lawyer and got like a decent position at the firm. I said it like 2 weeks ago or however long ago. Like my wife, when she got that VP role in the banking industry, she elevated, was making more money than me for the last 2 years. I think because Trill talks about this a lot of times when we say competence provides confidence, right? I think because the men that I know that was already like that guy, that didn't matter. It's like, all right, we get in the bag, we get more of the bag. It never came, like it didn't change none of the roles within the relationship. In fact, I think it might have made it better because she wanted to make sure that it didn't change nothing because she like, I love this man, I want to stay with him. I think that might come like when men feel that way, that might be more of something they battling prior to getting in a relationship, feeling like they wasn't enough, as opposed to being like confident in who they were. So typically, a woman that's gonna get a woman that's gonna attain those type of levels won't be with a man that isn't confident. You need uber confidence to even get them type. You know what I'm saying?
How many men are confident?
I'm gonna start making note of all your little jabs. You at 4 and you got a limit of 5. So one,
Yeah, we get on you. We let too many slide.
Tread carefully. You got 4 already.